What if aging wasn't inevitable? What if it was a disease? A disease caused by tiny little villains in your body that are just refusing to die. We're talking about so-called zombie cells. They don't reproduce. They don't do their jobs. They just hang around, causing trouble and spreading chaos. But what if we could get rid of them? What if there was a class of compounds designed to do just that? A potential cure for aging that could add decades to your life. The name of these compounds is Senolytics. It sounds like science fiction, but is it the real deal? Or is this just another overhyped trend that will fizzle out with a whimper? Senolytics are a new and exciting frontier in the world of longevity. The word itself comes from senescence and lytics, meaning to destroy old age. The idea is simple. As we age, we accumulate a certain type of cell that has stopped dividing. It's not dead, it's not alive, it's a zombie. These senescent cells are believed to be a major driver of age-related disease. They hang around spewing out toxic compounds that cause inflammation and damage to their neighbors. For decades, scientists have tried to understand how to get rid of them, and now they believe they have the tools. A new class of drugs and supplements known as senolytics are being developed to target and eliminate these cells. The hype is massive, but here at The Healthy Skeptic, we're not here for the hype. We're here for the evidence. So let's find out if this is the beginning of a revolution or just a fascinating dead end. The biology of aging, the problem of zombie cells. To understand senolytics, you have to understand the bad guys, senescent cells. Think of a senescent cell like a retired, grumpy old neighbor. They've stopped working. They've stopped doing their job, which in this case is dividing and keeping tissue healthy, but they don't move out. They just sit there on your lawn, yelling at the younger cells and causing trouble. They release a cocktail of inflammatory chemicals and signals. This inflammatory cocktail is called the SASP, which stands for Senescence-Associated Secretory Phenotype. The SASP is a major problem. It's a low-grade, chronic inflammatory signal that can spread to nearby healthy cells, making them senescent too. It's a chain reaction, a viral spread of aging. And this buildup of zombie cells is now understood to be a key driver of many age-related diseases. Things like osteoarthritis, heart disease, even certain types of cancer and neurodegenerative disorders. The problem wasn't just the cells themselves, it was the toxic waste they were leaving behind. And this opened up a new avenue for research. What if we didn't just deal with the waste? What if we got rid of the problem at the source? The Senolytics solution, a guided missile. Enter the heroes of our story, Senolytics. These compounds are designed to selectively induce programmed cell death, or apoptosis, in senescent cells. They are like a guided missile, targeting and eliminating only the zombie cells without harming the healthy, still working cells around them. This is the holy grail. The trick lies in the fact that senescent cells have a unique set of pro-survival pathways. They're like an armored car. They have mechanisms that protect them from apoptosis. Senolytics work by blocking these pro-survival pathways. They disable the armor, making the senescent cell vulnerable and triggering its self-destruction. The most famous examples of senolytics are a combination of two compounds, dasatinib and quercetin. Dasatinib is a cancer drug. Quercetin is a flavonoid found in many fruits and vegetables. When used together in animal studies, they showed a powerful ability to clear senescent cells. Dasatinib, a potent drug, worked on one pathway, and quercetin, a more mild compound, worked on another. The result was a dramatic clearance of zombie cells. And that's where the magic really began. The animal research, a breakthrough in a lab. The results from animal studies on senolytics are, frankly, astounding. In one of the most famous studies, mice were given senolytics intermittently, a few times a month. The results were nothing short of miraculous. The mice given the senolytics lived up to 36% longer than the control group. And they didn't just live longer. They lived better. They had better cardiovascular health. They were more active. They had a better coat of fur. Their bones were stronger. It was a complete reversal of age-related decline. Other studies on senolytics have shown them to be effective in clearing senescent cells in specific organs and tissues, leading to improvements in conditions like fibrosis, kidney disease, and even delaying the onset of age-related cataracts. The data from these animal studies is so compelling that it's hard not to be excited. It feels like we're finally on the cusp of a major breakthrough. But this is where the healthy skeptic has to step in and put on the brakes. Because what works in a mouse does not always work in a human. The human reality, a long road ahead. Despite the incredible animal data, the human story is a lot more complicated and a lot less conclusive. Remember, dasatinib is a cancer drug. It's not something you can just pick up off the shelf. And even though quercetin is a supplement, there are no long-term human studies to prove its efficacy or safety as a senolytic. The truth is, human clinical trials on senolytics are a very new thing. They are mostly in their early stages, and they're not testing senolytics for general anti-aging. They are testing them for specific age-related diseases. For example, there are ongoing trials testing the dasatinib and quercetin combination for conditions like idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis and chronic kidney disease. And the results so far have been mixed but promising. The healthy skeptic has to point out a few things here. First, we have no long-term safety data for humans. A drug that kills cells is, by definition, a powerful and potentially dangerous thing. We don't know what a 20-year regimen of these compounds would do to a healthy person. Second, the dosage is a major unknown. The doses used in mouse studies are often not directly transferable to humans. And with supplements like quercetin, we have no idea if the over-the-counter product is even the right quality or in the right form to act as a senolytic. This is a dangerous trend in the biohacking community. People are already trying to create their own senolytic cocktails based on animal data. They are sourcing research chemicals and buying unregulated supplements, putting their health at enormous risk for an unproven benefit. This isn't science, it's a dangerous experiment. This is where biohacking crosses the line from optimizing to being outright reckless. The healthy skeptics take a cautious hope. So, where does that leave us? Are senolytics the cure for aging? The final verdict is maybe. They are the most promising class of compounds we have seen in decades for directly addressing one of the key hallmarks of aging. The science is incredibly exciting. It proves that aging can be delayed and potentially even reversed on a cellular level. But that is not the same as saying we have a pill you can take right now. Right now, senolytics are a drug to watch but not to take. They are a proof of concept. They are a tantalizing glimpse into a future where we may be able to turn back the clock. But for now, the most effective senolytic is a healthy lifestyle. Regular exercise, a nutritious diet, and good sleep are all things that have been shown to help your body clear senescent cells naturally. The most effective senolytic for you right now is a pair of running shoes, not a bottle of expensive and unproven supplements. So, what's the real story about senolytics? It's a story of incredible scientific potential, but also of dangerous impatience. The research into zombie cells is a major step forward for longevity science. It proves that we can actively intervene in the aging process, but the leap from a groundbreaking study in mice to an unproven supplement on a shelf is not science, it's marketing. Don't let the viral hype trick you. Don't risk your health with a dangerous cocktail of unproven compounds. Stay tuned for the real thing, because when a safe, effective, and scientifically proven senolytic drug arrives, it will be the biggest story in human history. And when it does, you'll hear about it here first. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as medical advice. Please consult with a qualified healthcare professional before making any decisions about your health or lifestyle. So next time a biohacker tells you they're taking zombie cell killers, maybe ask them if they've also tried a brisk walk and a vegetable. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the truth behind longevity fads, hit that subscribe button. We're here to expose the BS so you don't have to. And if you know someone who just ordered a cocktail of unregulated supplements, maybe share this video with them. We're all in this together, trying to get a little healthier and a little smarter.